We're currently in a town of extremely creepy people.
It makes no sense.
They have no guards, no criminals, no currency.
Not a single luxury.
Yeah. The more I look around, I'm like, what is this place?
Mm-hmm.
Why does this place exist? How does this place exist?
That's the key one.
And that's what I'm just waiting for the overlords to show up.
Oh, they're coming.
Yeah. It's going to be the freaking, I don't know. The Romans are going to stomp over and be like, what are you doing in our town? Oh, God, I'm sorry. I mean, this doesn't this feel like a servitor place of like the Legion in Fallout? Kaiser's Legion?
It's giving me that vibe.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to make some sort of karma choice and it's all going to go bad.
Yeah. You tried to help that innocent person. Darn.
Ah! I'll never do it again.
The armies of the legions descend upon you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Are we good, by the way?
Oh, yeah. So at this point, I do want to mention we have changed the system.
Yep. So third up here is currently being replaced by Sir not appearing in this film.
Yep, that too. Mm-hmm. That too. We are also we're still in the same universe, but we've upgraded the system.
That's comforting.
Recently, there was an update to the other, I'll say, the sister system of Stars Without Number. In that update, they have updated the character sheet, and it is a lot more user-friendly. So we have updated our gameplay to incorporate the Stars Without Number revised system while still playing in the Other Dust system. So you will see some changes, and hopefully you appreciate them as much as we do. So do you remember where we left off?
We were going to the church.
I like how you paused on that. That's good.
Just to make sure it's very clear.
Don't trust it.
I don't at all. No, I'm scared of this place.
If it's any consolation, I actually had to watch my unedited version of last episode to figure out where we left off. So
nice.
Yeah.
So I bust open the door with my foot and
straight to it. Okay.
Everyone in there in the face.
It's gonna take a few minutes.
Yeah.
It's packed for sermon.
Just going down the row. And their eyes are all closed, so they're like, I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's like collection, only a little different.
Yes. It's kind of an inverse of collection.
Right.
All right. So you guys are going up to the church. On a serious note, are you doing anything as you approach?
So in all seriousness, my character is like super paranoid and on edge here. I don't know about you, Hank.
I'm just getting a general feel for the mindset of the people. Like, do they seem nervous? No, secretive? Are they all rushing away from the church like it's going to explode? Not like I'm giving you ideas or anything, just saying.
I'm hearing.
Yeah.
What day is it today? That's a good question.
I think it's
Thursday.
I don't know in character.
Actually, yeah, since we don't really have a frame reference for the exact date, we wouldn't know the day of the week.
Yes, but it is important for the town. So,
do you have a 1d7?
I do. Yeah, it's called Roll20.
What? It's cheating. Using computers. No good will come of that.
Okay. So it is Saturday or Friday. Depending on how you count that.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah, which day of the week does the week start on?
Okay.
It starts on Monday. The day you have to go to work is the first day of the week.
Seriously.
It's the one that sucks the most.
Okay, so it's Saturday.
Okay.
Not that your characters know that, but it's Saturday.
Yay!
Yeah. So how many people are entering, exiting, are present?
So when we left off, it was, what, noon?
Yeah, we were
around that time.
We weren't very far into the day at all.
Okay. So there's about half a dozen people that are in the church. A couple of people come and go.
So you guys approach. The people that are milling about look at you curiously. You would almost say cautiously.
I punch them.
So I'm assuming that's more for our overalls.
Yeah, no, we don't look particularly.
You don't
local.
fit in. Yeah, you're not a local.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't from around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and go out of my way to wave friendly like at one whose eye I catch.
Okay.
And I'll roll for this too. Give me a second. Got to figure out the new rolling system.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I've updated my character sheet. Do I need to do anything to lock it back down,
That
or is
pencil,
it
just click on that?
hit it
Yep.
again? That's too easy again. I can't be bothered with
Why are
this.
there all these easy things to do? It's so strange.
I know.
I guess talk. We'll go with talk.
And you're just doing a friendly wave.
Yep.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay. You can see the tension that was in their face drain out, and they appear they have a much more friendly disposition, at least by appearance, to you.
At least by appearance. Secretly in their mind, they're thinking, "Oh God, what is that thing? Why is he waving at me? Oh God, kill me before he gets a chance." Yeah, no, okay, so I noticed this, and I'm like, all right. I kind of lean over to Hank, and I'm like, okay, so I can't tell, like, if these people are just assuming we're raiders or what.
Well, I'm assuming since we're not dressed like them, that's probably the biggest reason. I mean,
fair
we
enough.
obviously look like either outsiders, travelers, traders, what have you. Well, probably not traders because we don't have like a big cart of stuff to trade with.
Yeah.
But they know we're not from here.
It's a shame we couldn't steal some clothing to be able to fit in a little bit more, you know?
And we could try bartering for it, but that went pretty badly.
Yeah, we don't have anything worth a damn. That's the problem.
Well, no, basically we've got an entire pack full of $100 bills, and nobody has change.
Exactly. I mean, we can
these
buy a
rations that are
store,
worth
I
like an
guess.
entire fortune.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You want to poke in here, see what we got?
Sure. I mean, can't be any weirder than anything else we've seen.
Tell you what, you go in first. I'm gonna keep an eye out real quick.
Okay.
Now, Guido, what I want to do is I want to just basically kind of go with him, and then I want to kind of get lost, like either like hang on. So where is this thing? Like around the corner there, underneath the lower right corner or something. Basically in a spot where I can watch to see if anyone's following us without being super obvious myself. So I'm guessing like a sneak, and then I don't know what. What do you want?
Sneaking a notice.
Okay, so we'll do a sneak. This is going to be crap. Yep. So I clunk into the wall, and I've got club feet as I'm walking over.
Like you do.
Where's notice? There it is. Of course, I have no ranks in notice either, so I get a 6 on that one.
Okay. So as you're sneaking around the side of the building, you trip over the gutter. And you look back behind you, and you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
No, like xenomorphs descending. No people wearing Roman legionary outfits. No,
surprisingly not.
No Braguins. An army of Braguins just descending upon me.
Yeah, nothing.
All right, well, I'm going to chill here for a bit because he's technically already inside, so I'm just going to keep an eye out while he's figuring out what's in there.
Okay. Inside, you see rows of the wooden pews and some people sitting in them. Some of them have their heads down and their hands clasped. And up at the front of the church is what appears to be an older woman in a black robe, white collar, who is talking with the people sitting in the front.
So beyond that, I'm assuming there's a podium or of some sort.
Yeah.
Typically, though, is there any statues, iconography, any sort of idea of what religion this might be associated with?
There's a podium, and then behind that is you remember the statue that Jonathan had picked up and used as a club when you were there's one of those.
Are there any other statues?
No,
not that I'm there.
So this is obviously the Church of Improvised Weapons.
Church of no.
All right. Okay, so but it looks like there's no service going on, nothing out of the ordinary.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up, not to the front, but probably about I don't know how many rows are total, but like maybe 3 rows back and off to the left, and sit down in a pew. Like look kind of like I fit in, but I'm looking to see if there's a book, or I don't know, by this time from where we came from there would be churches per se, but they would most likely not have books anymore. They would have like data pads that have the PDF of the word of the Lord.
And for some reason, it's
I know
like
that sounds
3D
sacrilegious.
hologram that's just crap and you can't see, but it looks futuristic-y. So.
Oh.
Church of Home Depot. No. So no, there are not data slabs.
Okay.
They have what look like hide covered, not hide, leather bound booklets.
Okay.
With very surprisingly well preserved paper.
Well, that seems odd. So I'll pick it up and look and kind of leaf through it.
I'm going to give you this as you're leafing through the booklet. On the cover page is the title, Mandate Protestant Christian Bible.
Okay. So I understand the second half of that, but the Mandate Protestant, I'm going to be honest, if that's actually a real thing, I'm not familiar with it.
Mandate. You are familiar with Mandate. That is the organization that oversaw everything.
That's the Big Brother.
Right.
The secret police. So this is the approved version of the Bible by them. Okay. Now I'm tracking. All right.
Real quick, out of curiosity, has anyone else suspicious shown up, Guido, yet?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and slide in at this point.
Okay.
And by slide in, I mean I'm just going to walk in casually.
Okay.
I want to immediately do a spot roll.
4.
And so I'm casing the joint for robbing it.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm not saying I'm going to rob it. It's such an automatic thing.
I understand. Yeah. It's totally in character, so yeah.
There it is, notice.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
There is absolutely nothing of value in this building.
I immediately dismiss it like, this place is junk. How many people are here other than Hank?
Like I was saying, about half a dozen.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and sit, like, not immediately next to someone, because that's super rude, but like 2 sit spaces down the row from them, you know?
So you're on the same pew, but a couple of okay.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna actually say anything. I'm just gonna go and kind of do this. I'm gonna be quiet. And I'm gonna see if they react first. And I'm gonna pretend I don't know Jeffrey over there.
Okay. they'll basically look over and then look back and continue their reading.
Okay. Now I'm gonna stay. I've got a plan, but I want to see what you do first. So I'm gonna stay quiet for a moment while you do your incredibly ingenious plan of doom.
Okay.
If it involves explosives, I got you. I'm with you.
No, so far it's going to be contemptuously putting the Bible back, since if it's mandate, ridden, then it's of no use to me.
Yeah.
So, and I will probably go introduce myself to the priest.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to ask that. Is a priest in attendance?
Yes. At the head of the church, basically standing between the podium and the first row, speaking with people in the first row, is an older lady in a long black robe wearing a white collar.
Okay. I immediately ask, how did you get the white in this society? Like, that's not... Where did you get your cotton from, ma'am? Explain yourself.
This will go well.
Now, I'm just saying that that's what they're wearing because I don't actually know what Protestants wear.
I don't know.
I'm winging it here myself.
Right. So it just seems appropriate.
No, you know what you should say is they're wearing Protestant appropriate material, and let's move on.
Sure. Yeah. I just thought it, sounded official, so that's what I'm going with.
Official is good.
Yep. She will reply, I wash it in the creek.
The creek, but you have the filth water. The water from Satan.
They use the bleach creek. It's fine.
Oh, okay. The bleach creek. We're totally cool. We're cool.
It's the white's whiter.
Now I'm curious.
All right. So you are approaching the priest?
Yes.
Okay.
Not trying to butt in or anything, just basically approaching and quietly listening at a distance until they clearly have a break in the conversation or the priest acknowledges my presence.
Okay. So she'll finish up her conversation with the people sitting there and turn to you, and in a very polite tone, hello, my son.
Get the hell out of my church.
I can't, I'm burning.
Oh God.
We're fire suppressors are filled with holy water. It's fine.
Oh, it burns. It burns. No, I'm new to town and wish to come and pay my respects.
Excellent. The church appreciates your patronage. How is there anything I can help you with?
Is this a day of service?
No, services will be held tomorrow.
I see. Okay. And I'm assuming the whole town is the congregation. Like, I do a quick spot check of
here.
No, more along the lines of will this amount of pews for this particular church be enough to fit the entirety of the people we've seen so far?
No, probably not. This is a pretty big town. Just glancing at the map.
I'm just kind of gauging level of interest as an estimate.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between it's totally cool, you come in if you want, or fanatic.
Yeah. It's okay. It's the Church of England, guys. We're cool.
Yep. Oh, good.
My services tend to fill the church, but we always have room for additional people.
I just didn't want to impose if this was for more of a local fair.
Those that don't go to the temple join us here in the church.
I see.
So there's a temple.
I didn't see the temple on the way in through the town.
Okay, so actually you did. You just don't remember.
Right.
I remember that temple. It was very real quick, Guido. Can I roll notice to see if I can hear their conversation?
I'm not going to make you roll on that. You sat close enough. Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
Cool.
So when you guys were doing your search around the city,
Yeah.
you saw the temple. That's the
donut, isn't it?
Not the donut, but yeah, it's it has the Dharma wheel.
So that's not what I'm thinking of. Is it the thing in the west, northwest, or the southwest?
No, it's the giant building over here.
Oh, that one. That's actually smaller than the church. Mein Gott.
Okay.
That is interesting. Okay.
So it's across the bridge. Got it.
I've got an idea. Let's break down the bridge.
Yes.
We'll bring them to their knees.
A third of the town will be cut off, kinda, by the rest.
There will be a slight inconvenience to their people. Okay. Around this time, I would like to basically make a motion as if I have just finished internally praying.
Okay.
And I'm sorry. Actually, rewind. Sorry. Is the person next to me doing anything indicating that they're doing something similar?
No, pretty much all they're doing is they've got the leather-bound booklet and they're just reading passages.
Okay. So I'm going to do exactly what I just said, pretend I just finished praying. And then I'm going to kind of adjust myself and I'm going to look forward politely and then look around a little bit. And I want to look pleased. Okay. I want it to be clear that I'm, I've got the smile on my face. I'm kind of nodding like, okay. And then I want to kind of look over at the person next to me and make it obvious, but not I don't want to irritate them, basically. That I'm kind of like trying to read over their shoulder a little bit.
Okay.
With the intention of getting their attention.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll to make all this happen? So I could fail miserably because my character's garbage.
Because I think it'd be funny.
Oh, jeez. Roll survive.
No,
you headbutt them.
No, roll perform.
Oh, Jesus. I don't have any ranks in perform. Yeah, for those of you at home who can't quite tell by my character sheet, I have ranks in connect, in leading, in talking, and that's about it. In fact, I am saving skill points to put even more points into talking.
3 and a 2. Well, it's not terrible. You just have a -1. Okay. So you are trying to look pleased with yourself, and
no, not with myself.
Well,
with the church.
Right. Yes, you are trying to look
make sure
pleased.
that's there.
If anyone was to look over and notice you, they would think you were constipated.
All right, I immediately grab them by the neck and say, "Swear to me."
Okay.
This isn't working. I got to try the only other thing I know. Punch. I've got a stab of +1. I got this.
Got 2 settings.
I kind of do. Like, my character sheet is talking and stabbing, and that is it. That is all I've got.
It's a way to get through life.
So you're reading over the person's shoulder. They will. It takes a minute, but they'll notice and turn to you. Can I help you?
Oh, sorry. Wait, dwarf. Sorry. I was just wonderfully amused. Not amused, wrong word. I was wonderfully pleased to see such reverence and. God, I don't actually talk like this in real life, so I got to think about this. Because I'm spoiler alert, I'm not a very religious person in real life. I don't go to church every day.
Sure.
So it's like I'm trying to say, like, I'm very pleased by the level of reverence and acknowledgement of religious practices. I mean, I don't know what to
Sure. No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's what I'm trying to get across.
Okay.
I'm just pleased to see people who are so blah, 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 blah around here. Forgive me. It's such a rare thing nowadays.
Pastor Bright is the best
pastor,
religious official.
Yes,
priest.
Well, they wouldn't say priest because they're
evangelist. Maybe no, that's the wrong.
Yeah, that's
evangelism
totally
is
wrong.
a very different thing. No, God, I don't know.
But
Deacon,
no, Shadow Machine, no
Pope. Start rattling off names.
No. Proselytizer? No, that's a different thing too.
I mean, are you talking like an upper
shepherd
level?
I like that.
Yeah, shepherd kind of fits, I think.
I'm gonna go with that. So she will say Pastor Bright is the best shepherd that we have had in this city in generations.
Oh, you're very blessed then. Oh, just the other day then I kind of lean in and lower my tone a little bit to make sure that I'm being inconspiratorial here. Just the other week, I was out in the caravan. We were hit by a ravenous band of raiders. None of them, not one of them was a practicer, and they actually, and then I hesitate, and I'm lying through my teeth, obviously. I hesitate as if this is hard to say, and they actually went after the local pastor, took him away. I'm not even sure what happened to him. It's terrible. So it warms my heart. I immediately move on to try and get past the lie. It warms my heart to see so many people being so faithful. Faithful, that's a good word.
I like that.
That works.
They weren't from Digger Springs, were they?
Aha! It worked! I'm finally getting some info. Okay, sorry. I mean, all right. Now, at some point, you're going to make me roll, so I'm just going to roll now. Do you want me to roll talk? Because I'm just lying out my teeth here. I am oozing lies from every pore. I'm currently wearing my third persona.
I guess you could roll talk. I mean, you're just trying to get information.
Yes, this is basically a lie roll. I'm trying to be nice and convincing, and at the same time trying to be nice and like friendly, you know? So like I'm trying to be like just another guy chatting.
Yeah, I mean, talk would be to convince other people of the facts that you want them to believe. I'm not going to make you roll for what you were just saying, but what is it that you're trying to do now?
Well, so now that I've gotten a name, I'm going to, and of course I don't wear glasses. My character doesn't wear them. I'm going to and I'm just going to kind of do this for a second, as if just thinking about that is unpleasant, you know? And it's like, every time I think about what was it, Digger Springs?
Yes.
Every time I think about the Digger Springs situation, and then I'm going to wait for them to respond in some way to this, unless they take a really long time, in which case I will continue talking.
So, I mean, if you're trying to do a quote-unquote gather information, I'll want you to roll a connect.
Which I do have a point in connect.
If you're just trying to convince them of
I am playing Columbo.
Right.
I know you've seen that show.
Oh, I love that show.
I mean, most of my viewers probably have no idea what that show is, and they suck for it. But no, I'm kidding. You guys are cool. It's an older show. But I'm playing Columbo. That's exactly what I'm doing here. So what does that apply as?
So I'm going to say intelligence for the connect.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and do this. This is going to be awful. 5. Ugh.
Okay.
Ugh. God, I have terrible stats. Why do I have 14 dexterity? Whatever. I start tossing a quarter back and forth between my hands.
How would they word that? Basically, they would just respond with, we haven't had any problems with them for a while, but
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna like jump over them as soon as they finish that sentence, and I'm gonna say, "Oh," and I'm gonna act very relieved, like, "Oh, you're so blessed. You have no idea how bad it's getting out there. How long has it been for you guys around here? I mean, like I said, we were just attacked just a couple of weeks ago."
I think it's 300 years. No, it can't be 300 years.
That literally can't be. No.
Yeah.
That's a good chunk of time.
We haven't had any problems for 3 centuries.
Wait, how old are you?
Yeah.
And
well,
Yeah, that would be my very next question.
Yeah.
Like the lie would just the entire facade would fall apart, and I'd be like, "I'm sorry, how old are you?" I totally changed my accent and everything. Just how old are you?
Yeah, we've cracked the code.
Because it's
Columbo,
actually in here.
Columbo is an excellent old show where the entire shtick of Columbo himself, which is a detective, was that he would act stupid and like he doesn't know things, and he would say things which would prompt other people to give him the information he wanted. It's a very particular form of interrogation, and it's awesome. He was really good at it. And it is one thing would be one more thing.
Yeah.
He'd always say that like,
Just one more question for you.
One more question. And then he would
just one
ask
more.
like this awesome question that would just nail. Yeah, no, I know everything. And I totally caught you. I loved Columbo.
It's either 60 years ago, or
That is a huge period of time. Like, I turn to the person. If they actually do say 60, I'm going to physically react to that. Like, really? Were you alive when that was happening? Were your parents alive when that was happening? You were alive. Oh, you don't look a day over 700.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately walk up to Hank. Hank, they figured out immortal life.
Quick,
Okay.
quick.
so she will respond. My parents told me stories of raids that Digger Springs would do, but we haven't had problems with them in years.
Okay, so I will again give like a little bit of a physical whoa, which isn't even that fake, because I'm in character. Matthias is thinking, yeah, like, you know, a year, few months, and huh? And then my brain is gonna be like, okay, I got to keep the lie going. It's really been that long for you, and I'm gonna let my honest shock seep through to help the performance here. Like, really? Wow. Pat, is it? Who am I talking to? I don't even know the gender.
I'm calling it a woman.
Okay, I'm gonna pat her on the shoulder really quick and be like, "Wow, I have no idea how you've maintained that peace with those people for those animals." I correct myself for so long. You're very wow. I'm sorry for dredging up the old stories. Then, and then I'm gonna lean in. May you remain at peace for another generation. And I'm going to hope for like one more bit of info, but I'm probably not going to get it.
No. She's basically just going to say the equivalent of, and may God watch over you as well.
Yeah. God bless. And then I'm going to shuffle over and walk out of the church. And I'm not going to make eye contact with Hank, but I'm pretty sure he can see me leaving. Mm-hmm. And once I get out of the church, I'm just going to sidle over to the side and just wait there for whenever he's done with his thing.
Okay.
So while still talking to the priest, I'll ask. I know it's not Sunday, but would you be willing to hear my confession?
Sorry.
Okay. I'm not saying no. I am saying I don't think Protestants do confession.
That's what I was like. I'm just shot in the dark here. I'm gonna.
Well, I mean, they're an
make
offshoot of Catholicism, aren't they?
It's a form of Catholicism. It's Christianity, but I don't think they do. I mean, if
up, some Protestants confess their sins in private prayer. Never mind.
Okay. Well, okay. So she will turn to you and
say no.
You're mistaken, sir.
We don't have a confessional, but if there's something that you need to, if there are burdens that you need to relieve your soul of, I will certainly I will certainly hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna take that as like the next best thing, and obviously not in front of the grouping of people, but kind of yes. If it were not too much trouble, I'd like to.
Certainly. Why don't we step back to? She'll point to like a back corner,
okay,
near the statue.
You hear a voice in your mind saying, "You should stab her while she's back there."
No one will know. No, pretty much everybody's gonna know. No, my thought processes is to just kind of play this out and kind of judge reaction by way of telling a half truth, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, my plan is to confess to I took the life of another person I took someone's life to save a friend.
Okay.
Basically, I'm telling the truth. I mowed these fools down to keep my friends alive and myself as well. What's the thought process for this area, this religious setup, this community as to that sort of action? Like, is there some sort of protected, or is that considered like incredibly taboo, or will this get us jettisoned and or branded as heretics?
Also, real quick, are you going to mention the Whispering Trees thing?
I'm going to save that for the sequel.
Okay.
So you are telling her about the fact that you had to take
the life of another.
Take the life of another. Okay. Well, when you meet your end, your soul will be judged by the only one who can judge.
His name's Jonathan. He's just down the corner.
Yeah.
He's going to charge a $5, so you got to have that ready.
He does not take checks.
But you have not brought your violence to the town, have you?
No.
I'm sorry, Guido.
In
Can
fact,
I just,
far
for
from it.
extra humor, be killing someone outside right now?
Oh God. Yeah. Just like hands camera while in scene, and I'm having this discussion, and you're just rolling somebody in the backyard.
Yeah.
Just even better. Even better. Remember when you kicked the chickens in Fable?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. That mental image.
Yeah. No, that's called comedic timing.
So long as you have left the violence behind you, then you will find peace and prosperity in Broketree.
Okay. We finally know the name of the damn town.
So I got the name of the Raiders. You got the name of the town we're in.
Yes.
we just had to go to the church the whole time.
Yeah. We're putting it together. Checked in at the church. We're good to go. Now we just got to go to the temple, and we'll find out what's really going down.
I don't know what the equivalent in the Protestant faith would be, but she'll tell you, do 5 Hail Marys, and
that's what I was like expecting, like some sort of like, penance of some sort that you would, have to observe as recompense, like, think about what you did wrong, and
Yep.
And get square with God on that.
Yep. So, and I encourage you to come back tomorrow for service.
Okay. I thank you for your time, and I hope to be in attendance tomorrow.
Very good.
Okay. And I shall leave.
Okay.
So, when you exit, I kind of. I can't whistle in real life, but pretend my character can.
Okay.
Hey. I just kind of go around the corner.
I'm not going to make you roll a notice.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah. You hear whistling, but you can't see the place where it's coming from.
I'm just continuously. I'm saying like,
yeah. There's no birds in the sky. I'm like,
what the hell? So I'm like, I don't know if you ever heard. I found out that there's I found the name of like the local raiding group. It's called Broketree.
You're asking.
I'm asking the GM.
Okay, Dig Springs, as in
Digger
water.
Springs. Sorry, I was getting Broken Tree and Digger Springs completely mixed up there. So Digger Springs, but they haven't had issues with them in literally a generation, which is insane. What'd you find out?
Well, we are currently in the town of Broketree.
No,
that's good to know.
Okay, that's something.
And I basically kind of informed her that I took someone's life in defense of a friend, which is not entirely a lie.
And they totally had it coming.
She took it well and seemed pretty normal for any. I still can't place. The only thing that she made mention of is that she hoped that I didn't bring the violence here. And considering we kind of ended most of them, I'd like to think that we didn't bring the violence here, but
probably not.
That seems to be the only
crazy people at all. Did you mention the crazy cultist people at all?
Yeah. I'm thinking that. No, I just basically I kept it very general. Just to basically mention that I took a life, not that we took multiple lives to get here.
Yeah.
But she seemed to be okay with that explanation and had what would seem to be a pretty traditional response. Invited me back to service tomorrow. I can't, it seems odd in its mundanity.
Yeah. So I have a really crazy idea. And please feel free to talk me out of this. But I'm thinking of heading up on the map towards like the crossroads, which I assume is going to be a massive. Like we've actually been through there. So Guido, was that a mercantile area? Like
the crossroads strikes me as in the town.
Yeah. Because that just strikes me as a place where all the merchants would be set up and all the, right? Like where all the trade goes through.
Because there's a tavern.
No, not the tavern. Screw that place. We're never going back there until we take it over.
Yeah.
We're gonna go in there and be like, hey,
we own this place.
My tavern.
The brewer.
Now it's his tavern.
The bakery.
I want this place.
So it's not a center of commerce, unfortunately.
Okay, where's the center of commerce?
Where's the Times Central? If you will?
There's got to be. I mean, for a town this size, which does trade, we've established this. They've got to have some place, some marketplace. I've played Civilization. You get the tech really early, you build the marketplace, and get one more gold.
And then Gandhi nukes you. We have no idea why.
God damn it, Gandhi!
Every time.
Every single time. He's the one who's behind all this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for trading specifically, or are you looking for where people congregate?
Well, I was hoping for trading, and my reason is I want someone who's not a local.
So really, the trading post that you are already at would be...
Christ. Okay. So I will continue to explain my plan now in character here. So
either that or the bar.
What I'm thinking... Yeah. What I'm thinking is we either go to the bar or we go back to the trading post where like other foreigners, other out of towners are going to go through, right? And I wait until an opportune one shows up, and I basically pretend that he's trying to mug me or come after me. Profit.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, it has a 90% chance of failing, but that 10% is going to be a great payoff.
10%, dude. You know about getting... No, okay. My point here, Mr. Havoc, is I just... I'm trying to figure out some way to figure out what in God's name is going on around here that doesn't involve me punching someone.
Okay.
And my thinking is talking has failed like universally. Like we
Across
just
the
figured
board.
out the name of the place.
Right.
And for some reason these people are so anti-social. I mean, you've noticed that, right? Like we've been getting looks everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, we get another foreigner, kind of get them in trouble. I'm pretty sure I could talk my way through that whole scenario. And then maybe we could kind of figure out a little bit of what the hell's going on. Maybe get in with like the local constabulary or whatever.
Okay, so when you say foreigner, are you talking about finding someone who's also not from the town, or like one of us?
No. So no. I want to do it. I don't want to do that with Reddy or with you.
Okay,
we need to stay in good standing.
that'd be nice.
But I'm thinking like some other person who's coming from out of town.
Okay, so first and foremost, we need to find somebody else from out of town other than us, and so far it's been basically just two parties of either us or the town.
That's true. We need to find.
Right. It's an important distinction.
Very, very important distinction. I'm just saying that this is a terrible idea, but it's all I got.
Right.
I mean, I am legitimately open to other options here. I mean, I literally could just walk up to someone and say, "Excuse me," and then deck them as hard as I can, and we'll just see what happens.
Just write it out.
I mean, that's something we could do. That's valid. Establish dominance.
Guido, this is kind of like off on a tangent here, but can I do a no check to kind of get a story hook to see like, are we like, should we keep on the same track, or are we just killing the trajectory of this path?
I'm sorry. I love the fact that the skill is called no, because that's not how I interpreted it when you said it. It's just, can I do a no check to shut this idiot
negatory,
down?
Not have it like a nope. I'm doing a nope check.
Yeah, exactly. Just nope.
No. No. KNOW.
Yeah. A no check, not a no check.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have the connect skill, which I could also theoretically use for that purpose. At +0, which viewers at home, that is actually improved from basic, believe it or not.
Yes.
You start at negatives. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing the Han Solo dance, the carbonite,
I'm gonna slowly edge away from you because I'm confused.
I'm also gonna send Reddy out as like a spy bot.
You're gonna send the doctor.
Yes, he's just gonna go around going just see how many people react.
No, because he's gonna come back with a restraining bolt, and that doesn't help us.
No,
so, yeah,
Dr. Reddy.
Yeah.
Let me get this off you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And I was just noticing I actually do have a skill, like an actual ability called Authority, which allows me to make a request from a non-hostile NPC, and if I succeed, they will comply within reason.
You there? What's going on in this town?
Exactly. I can just walk up to someone
Stand and be judged.
Like, grab.
Yeah.
You will stand before your judge magister. I need like the armor I'm just wearing a jumpsuit. I'm not impressive right now.
Well, I'm picturing you as like kind of like a Judge Dredd kind of outfit.
Oh, absolutely.
For that. Yeah.
Just, I am the law.
Yeah.
I love how Guido is frantically looking and has been for like 4 minutes. You know you've screwed up when your GM is just flip,
yeah.
flip.
I'm actually looking for a very specific piece of information.
Yeah, I can't kill him with that. No, that'll be too
easy.
No, that'll be too easy.
Too easy.
Yeah. No.
Let's see.
I'll need like 6 of those to kill him. No.
So you guys are headed back to where?
The
crossroads.
Well, we're not going anywhere yet. He and I are still debating our options.
Okay.
He wanted to do a no check to figure out if you wanted to shut down this particular path of progress.
But path for what?
Well, okay, so basically it's just kind of a check to see, are we just hitting our head against the stone wall where we're looking for something that really just doesn't exist, or we just haven't figured it out yet?
So I guess my problem is, what are you looking for right now?
Conquest.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's the gimmick? What are we missing? Are we missing anything? Are we looking too hard for what's going to kill us? Like we're checking for traps for so long. We found that it's just a concrete basement with just concrete.
Yeah.
Like
no, yeah. As a player, this town screams to me, quest hook. Like there's something here, and we're trying to find it, and we're failing miserably, and it's actually quite sad.
Or is it just a fabrication?
That's also
Okay.
Sometimes it's just a pit of lava.
Okay.
I know I've told you that story, Guido. The lava story.
Yes. So there are a couple of potential quest hooks in this town.
Okay.
It is not a trap.
Sure,
as much as it screams
it's
trap.
not a trap, I swear. They're all peaceful. Yeah, no, I've seen Star Trek, Guido. Come on.
But at this point in your exploration, you haven't run across any of the individuals that would give you further information, and you haven't gone to any locations where they would be.
Okay.
I've got an idea.
The only so let me just say one last thing. The only place that you have gone where someone would have met up with you, you then left before they got there. Now, I'm not going to tell you where,
the bartender.
But
I blame the bartender. So what I want Hank, I want you to get on Jay's shoulders, and then I'll get on your shoulders, and I'm going to look for an exclamation point.
No, I like the Voltron motif, but still, I'm not sure if combining our forces is going to really get us...
I'll form the head!
No, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Right. Well...
because we still have the hunting mission in the morning, but we're still killing time for the rest of the day.
Yep, we've got
we
that.
Still have the meat pies that'll probably be ready with the next few hours, and then that leaves the tavern we walked out of because dude was trying to rip us off.
So I'm thinking our options are continue on our current path of meandering or try something drastic.
So the meat pies are probably done by now.
Okay.
Hang on, I smell something. Yes, I know I'm across town.
Yeah. Smells like a leaf on the wind.
It does.
Too soon. Too soon.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of absolutely nowhere. I'm just standing in the middle of the street in this peaceful town. It's what?
Oh, that was the trap. Okay, I got you now. Yeah, why?
Thud. Yeah, let's say we're heading to the meat pies now while we discuss this in character. Because they're probably done by now. And I would like some meat pie. In real life, right now. Let's do it.
All right.
What's the equivalent of like insight?
Oh God, I don't know.
Clairvoyance?
No, it was Lord
Administer.
No, you had something
I've got a plus
that we
2
never
in Administer.
used.
Come on.
No, you had something.
Oh, that's it. can I roll administer to figure out how the bureaucracy of this town runs, to figure out where we should go?
No, that's administrator.
But I'm actually not joking. That's a legit question, Bruno. I would like to roll that to figure out how this stupid town runs. I've got a frickin' +2. Come on. Give me something. I'll roll it.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and roll.
Int, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I've got a +2 and I got a 6. I cannot roll to save my life. I think they might have a central bureaucracy building somewhere.
That's a fair assessment.
It's probably the temple. No, it's the bar.
The bar. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
so
bartender appears to be a shrewd businessman, so that checks out.
So you are fairly certain that a village of this size would at least have a mayor.
Okay. I need to kill him or her.
It would either have a mayor or be run by the church. So,
ooh, okay, all right.
Which would be interesting because there's also the temple, which the priest said was kind of a dividing of the congregation, if you will. For those who don't go to the church, they go to the temple. So
I wish I had a machine gun right now.
Okay.
Sorry, that's a couple steps down.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what. Why don't we split up a little bit? You head to the meat pies and see if you can figure out anything, right? Like if you see anyone or you see any kind of a guard or a local or someone who's dressed nicer than, a trader or a politician, something.
Mm-hmm.
Flag them down, figure out what the hell's going on. I'm going to beeline for the temple, and since I'll probably be longer, you want to meet me at the temple?
Yeah, that checks out.
Perfect.
We can do that.
Dr. Reddy, since you will do everything I tell you to right now.
Must comply.
Do you want him to go with me or you?
I'll take him with me.
Okay. So you two.
You
Dr. Reddy, he is now your master.
Great.
Obey him at will.
Master and commander.
Yep.
Yes.
Both of them. Good movie.
We'll be on a boat.
And I will head. So I'll do my thing second. Okay. So you go ahead and do your thing.
Okay.
And I actually need to BRB really quick.
Fair enough. I will go to obtain meat pies.
Okay. How are you getting there?
Well, since my griffin's in the other shop, I'm thinking about just walking there.
I should rephrase.
Okay.
Are you going along the path and up, or are you making a beeline? What's your plan?
I'm thinking anecdotally, being someone, from a farm, I'm not hugely in a hurry to get to any one place. So I would take the provided path, because walking through somebody else's field without letting them know is kind of a dick move. So I would take the path rather than the straight line.
So are you going to go straight up?
Yeah, I'm going to take the L. Yeah, I'm going to take the west path and then north, yeah, that would be north.
So you're going west the same way you came into the church, not the path directly to the north where...
Actually, strike that. I think I would go north, because as a side element, as I go north, once we get to that major T junction before the crossroads, like just to the left of just to the west of the bridge, I want to look over and see if I can see the temple from there before I start heading west and see like what stands out about it.
Okay.
This is a sizable building.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like a 3-story pagoda.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you're heading directly north from where you are. Okay.
Right, and then ultimately heading west as necessary.
Yep. Okay, so first thing I want you to do is do a notice check.
Copy that. Is that wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
Thank you.
Okay.
I fall asleep while walking somehow.
So as you head north from the church,
Mhm.
one thing catches your attention. You can see a lumber yard basically just south of the building here in the field.
Okay. Just storing wood or active?
Currently just storing.
Okay.
The building just to the left here,
Mm-hmm.
you see an anvil, which is currently unused. Huge anvil.
Okay.
As you pass by the building with the anvil, the open area right here
Mm-hmm.
has, I'm actually going to read this.
Okay.
Wagon loads of small river pebbles have been dumped in this town square and smoothed down into a surface more reliable than the ordinary dirt and mud. A few overhanging eaves provide shade along the sides of the square, and the elderly and unoccupied can be seen here all through the daylight hours. An empty stage along the north side of the square is raised comfortably above the gravel.
Okay. Is there anything on the stage, or is it just a flat surface?
Currently, there is nothing on the stage.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a flat surface.
Because in my head, I was like, okay, would you have performance here? Would this be where like a town crier would be, or is this where you hold your hangings? Just like
Yes.
what? Yeah, yes to all of those things. Yeah, it's multi-purpose. Why choose?
You don't see any scaffolding for a gallows.
Okay.
So I'll give you that. And then at the crossroads,
Mm-hmm.
the large building to the right,
Okay.
you see this two-story building of rockwood and stone block foundations overlooks the meeting square. The windows gleam with old Terran armor glass, and the door stands open during daylight hours. Some enterprising woodmason has carved Broketree Town Hall above the doorway.
Oh, okay. So we found the seat of government, if you will. Excellent.
And then from there, you're headed back to the bakery.
Right. So cutting back west to meet up to the main crossroads and then heading north again. Okay.
All right. And Lore, now that you're back, what are you doing besides eating?
He found another bakery. Man, can't be trusted.
Well, they had to be doing something with all that corn.
That's true. That is true. Making Doritos.
Yep.
That's a bad move. It's the most unnutritional society we've ever found. They're all going to die in 20 minutes.
So I finish off my snack of corn chips as I'm walking towards the temple.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really good. I'm going to get more of those.
Now,
Yeah.
Okay, you are making your way to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was really good. Wow. I'm so distracted by this that I don't notice the mayor walk by me, right?
So are you taking the same path that Hank was taking?
I mean, the temple's there. I go up a little and then I go right a lot.
Well, so there's only the one bridge over the creek.
I like it. I'm going to swim across.
Seriously?
Do you know what's in the water?
That's why I'm debating it. I don't know anything about this river.
Don't know where it's been.
I'm going to make my way to the bridge, but then I want to check out the river a little bit.
Okay. So give me a notice roll.
Okay. I got a 7.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 things here. The first, since you specifically said you were looking at the river, do you remember when you left the shipwreck, the streaks of silver that were in the creek?
I do.
You see those same streaks of silver lining this river.
We're poisoning the local town's river. And by we, I mean the ship we left.
Yeah. So by association, it's our bad. So when they find out, they will string us up.
Yep. I will take a very big notice of that. And for the first time, I have an in-character reason to go back to that stupid place. What's the second thing?
Second thing, as you were walking north to the bridge, basically you got the same descriptions that I was giving Hank of the buildings, but you also notice off to the left what appears to be a statue.
You say what appears to be.
Here.
That implies to me it's incredibly poorly designed or written or whatever.
It's just
Not
too
really.
far out of it's just too far away to get a good glimpse of it or a good look at it. So you're really only seeing glimpses of it.
I will go ahead and make an attempt to go check it out. I think I will. I will beeline.
Okay.
And by beeline, I mean the opposite of beeline. I will diverge.
Okay. So, in that case, I'm going to read.
Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm going to die. This is it.
Good
guys.
A skillful artisan has carved a pillar of rockwood into a memorial depicting a woman clasping a dying spearman to her breast. The inscription below is slightly worn, but a literate eye can read the following words. Sacred to the memory of the dead of 2810. God grant that we may never have another such lesson.
Now, since we determined that we don't know the date earlier.
The last date that you remember it being was 2665.
Yeah.
That's a couple more years.
That is 1 or 2 more years. I feel like an old man now all of a sudden for some reason.
It's a hell of a leap year.
Okay. Where's my character sheet? I'm gonna roll survive really quick. We'll go with wisdom on that. There we go. All right. That's a 6. That's kind of average.
6 is the minimum that is considered a success.
So yeah, I'm gonna not openly freak out.
Okay.
Instead, I'm just going to internally freak out a little bit. Because I'm going to presume that my character has been presuming that this whole time it's been like 10 years tops. Like far in. There's no way it's longer than that.
Some apocalypse happened, but it's still near enough to when you last remember.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Like this is Fallout 1, not Fallout 3.
Right.
In other words, just to put it in really simple terms. So I'm just going to, there's like, no, everybody looking at me with the 6 wouldn't notice anything, but inside I'm like, Is there anyone nearby?
There are a couple of people that are in the meeting square.
Perfect. I just need a person. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to roll perform on this because it's a disadvantage. Okay, 8. I got an 8.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and collect myself.
Okay.
And this is the perform. I'm going to, as casually as possible, go over and say, pardon me, sir. I'm completely turned around, and I'm not sure which calendar you use around this part. Could you tell me the year really quick, please? No, the date. Sorry, the date. Because I got an 8. Because the date isn't.
No, we actually discussed that earlier. Didn't we say it was like February
Saturday
or something? I wish I'd written that down somewhere. I could have swore I had.
Well, we know it was Saturday.
In fairness, my character is actually only interested in the year.
Okay.
If I'm just being completely honest. So if you, the GM, want to just flub the rest of it, my character like, yeah, February, that's great. I'm sorry, what year was it again?
The year is 3200 or 30. Yeah, 3200.
We're going to do another survival check here. 2! So I will much more obviously and visibly go, and I will shut up because I don't trust myself to say anything at that point. And I'm sorry, what was the year again really quick? I want to jot that down.
3200. Actually,
3201. Because it's February.
well, it's not really going to matter in the long run. I'll explain. I was debating because I know my other group that's in space eventually wants to make their way to Earth.
Yeah.
That trip is going to take quite a bit of time, and they still have to go through a bunch of other stuff to be able to make that trip.
Yeah.
Honestly, the time difference from when they eventually can make that trip to whenever you are, this person's response doesn't actually have to be that accurate.
Okay. I get you.
So you can ballpark it.
Well, yeah, so she could just say it's the 3200s, for example. Yeah, I'm with that. Okay. That still gets across all the information I'm looking for and the same impact.
Right.
So I'm cool with that. So, and thankfully this person does not react to me physically jolting. So I'm just like, Sorry about that. I was trying your new corn chips earlier. Oh.
They really hit the spot.
They really get you right there. Oh, sorry for taking your time. Thanks for the information. And I get the hell away from that person. And I go back and I look at the statue and I'm like, okay, so that was 400 years ago. That statue. Well, 300 plus.
Yeah.
What the hell happened 300 years ago that we still have a statue of it? I wonder what happened if I start defacing it.
Well, you want to see the magistrate get
I push the statue a little bit just to see how sturdy it is. Just a little.
It is made from one of the petrified trees.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not happening then. Okay. That's cool. I continue to the temple. Well, in my head, I'm just like, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And that's just kind of cycling through my head right now.
Okay. So you make your way to the temple.
Yeah.
Let me just double check that there's nothing else of importance between.
And I'm not freaking out. You're freaking out. God damn it.
So across the river,
and through the woods.
So actually, let me just. All right. So this set of buildings right here. There's actually one of the water wheels in the creek.
Okay.
You can tell that it's a mill of some kind.
Okay. I'm going to detour over there really quick.
It's literally right across the bridge, so it's not a detour.
No.
But yeah.
And I just want to see if they have any more of those chips. The last place was offering free samples, and I would love to get some more if I can.
A rockwood water wheel churns slowly in the sweet water. The sound of grinding stones rumbling from within this riverside mill. A door wide enough for a wagon opens into the storage shed affixed to the side of the mill house.
Okay. And then I leave immediately.
Yep. All right, so you make your way to the temple. I'll go ahead and reread the whole description here.
Okay.
Rockwood planks and pillars have been arranged to form a somewhat precarious 3-story pagoda here. Sheaves of wheat straw thatching ringing each of the 3 ascending levels. A carefully carved image of a Dharma wheel has been etched into the lintel above the open door. Beside the doorway, a sign salvaged from some long-lost shrine still has the bright colors of old Terran plastics. It bears the words American Sangha Temple of, and a plaque of rockwood inset where an old place name had been carved away, the word Broketree, cut carefully into the stony wood.
Okay. Can I ask how knowledgeable my character is about Dharma wheels and what that would signify and all that?
I would say being
I just do a no check, but
well, so I mean, you would have an opportunity to roll no if there was something that you were looking for. Being that you have the background of the I can't think of what you had that background
Yakuza.
in. Yakuza, thank you. Since you have the Yakuza background, you would have spent time in the Orient to know the Buddhist religions.
Okay. In that case, so I'll just walk in comfortable like.
Okay.
And I just want like a quick. I'll even roll for it here on my notice, just to see what I see. And I get a 9.
Wow.
This is just a glance through.
Okay.
When I enter, I roll well when it doesn't matter.
You see, the first thing that catches your eye is a couple of people that appear to have the same features as the hunt mistress that you met earlier.
I'm glad I don't have third with me. Because I would have to role play him going, oh my god, more cat people. Yeah. Oh my god, your mutations are beautiful. Can I look at them up close? I'd love to do a sample study.
And that's when we were thrown into the brig.
Yes.
You see a bald-headed gentleman
with glasses and like a beard around his chin.
Pretty much, yeah.
Seems oddly specific.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about him seems really compelling, though. It's odd.
His roguish charm.
And there are a couple of older people that he is tending, basically. It appears that one has a bandage around his leg, another it has an arm in a sling.
Okay. I'm with it. I'm going to go ahead and kind of... So the cat people, what are they doing?
They are sitting on the floor, cross-legged. What is that position called? The Om position?
I don't know, but I know what it is. I know what you're talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and Om next to them, relatively close. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to make it clear that I don't give a damn that they look catty or whatever. They're just people.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna saddle up pretty much, like, again, not touching. I'm not violating their personal space, right. But I am completely comfortable sitting right next to them and just go right into my own little Om thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and close my eyes, but let's just say my ears are super open, right?
Okay.
Like I'm listening for their fabric shifting or like cough or anything.
So I'm not going to make you roll again. I'm going to continue with your 9 for your notice.
I appreciate it. Just because I'm curious.
As you sit down and begin your, I'll say, prayer, you hear them stop.
Okay.
And you can tell that they turn and look at you.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you let me keep it because my next one was a 3. Which I think is actually as bad. Yeah, that's a 1.
Is it a 1 and a 1?
I can't tell.
If you hover over the number.
Well, I see a red 1, but
so you rolled a 3 and a 1, but you have
okay. So that's the 3. So it's not as bad as it's possible to be, which would apparently be a 1, if I'm reading that correctly.
Yeah, since you have a -1.
Yeah. So I'm just and I'm keeping it on that. I gotta decide. I reach out, pull out a coin out of my bag, flip it, toss it over here, pick it back up, flip it one more time.
Truly chaotic.
You gotta really get it in there. Okay, coin says yes. So I'm gonna stretch a bit, just a little bit, and as I'm doing so, I'm gonna go and let my eyes open, like in their direction. Are they currently looking at me?
How long?
Like immediately. Immediately.
Okay.
Like the idea is I haven't really started yet, so I'm just stretching, getting ready. So the idea is to do this pretty much as I hear them.
Okay. Yeah, they are staring directly at you, basically.
Oh, I'm gonna act just a little surprised. Oh, friendly wave. Hi. Oh, sorry. Right. Hi there. Oh, My name's Michael. Nice to meet you. And I want to be projecting friendliness here.
Okay.
I don't think I need to lie because my character really doesn't care that they look like cat people.
One of them will tilt. He'll tilt his head. Welcome to the temple.
Oh, it's good to be here. I've had so many issues lately with the people whose name I forgot. It's terrible.
The other community?
The Digger people. God damn it.
Digger Springs.
Digger Springs. Sorry, I thought I wrote that down. I obviously didn't. Digger Springs. And we're in Broketree. I remember that.
Yes.
Yep.
So I've had so many issues lately with the Digger Springs people. It's such a relief. I can't even tell you, to be able to have just a moment of peace and solitude.
What did they do?
There was a terrible attack on the caravan I was a part of heading into town just a few weeks ago. They took off with the local priest, and I basically relay the same lie I have already told because I'm keeping to it.
Roll your talk.
Zoop. Come on, my one and only good stat. 10!
Okay.
This is my only good stat. This is all I'm good at, is lying to people.
Okay.
You can tell that it takes more convincing than it did with the person in the church.
Interesting. I can't speculate why, because I have no idea. Well, I don't have time to think about that. Instead, I will add, so they're looking at me like blankly.
Yeah, they're looking at you, trying to figure out who you are, why you're here. You definitely don't fit in. Yeah, they're not unwelcoming. They're just, no, that's not right. They're not hostile. They are not welcoming.
Yeah. So I am sorry. You have actually told me of a third town the last time we played, and I don't remember its name. But my character should, because in character, it was a couple hours ago. It was in a town they were trading with. There was a merchant caravan. I pretended to be looking for work defending that caravan to get some more info from these people. And he was a caravan going to...
Yeah. Unfortunately, my notes are... They kind of got lost in the move.
Okay.
So
was it the mining town with the craters?
No.
The place we didn't go to?
That was back in that direction. This is like further out. We can call it just Bobville for right now if you want to.
Yeah, we'll have to.
Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually because I kind of want to go there next. That's my general leaning. But anyways, so Bobville, right? So I'm going to lean over and say, yeah, I was coming in on the caravan from Bobville. You got to say it sincerely. That's what
I know.
sells
That's
it.
the best part.
It's coming in from Bobville, and we haven't had a lot of issues in quite some time, really. But some people came in. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I don't know 100% they're from Digger Springs, but they had that kind of look about them. You know what I mean? It's not like it's unusual for them to hit the caravans in the area. You know what I'm saying? Oh, why, my friend of mine. And then I'm just going to start trailing off into like an adjacent story about like my buddy who also has constantly been fighting. Like he got this job, and it's this great paying job, but he's got to constantly be fighting against these springers. And I'm going to start calling him that just casually. The springers. Oh my God.
Interesting.
It's audible.
They haven't been hostile. Why would they be hostile? That doesn't...
That's a good question to me. I'm the kind of person, we could have a little bit of a tiff, a little bit of an argument, but get to the point of raising weapons against your fellow man, that's just... No, I don't want to say that. Getting to the point of raising your weapons against one another, I just don't understand that. What's the good in it, right?
Indeed.
I don't understand it. And I'm going to sound like legitimately like... it's unconscionable. I have no idea. I'm not evil, Zalok. I'm just incredibly lying. If I could just walk up to someone and be like, tell me everything, I would, but no.
So about this time, the bald gentleman in, I'm going to say he's wearing robes of a Buddhist. I'm sure you can understand what that is.
Buddhist robes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Comes over and kneels across from you, so he is facing both you and the cat people.
I punch him.
Okay, roll punch.
No. One of these days you're going to make me stick with one of those, and I'm going to regret it.
I see we have a visitor.
Oh, I'm going to incline my head in a clear show of respect. Not like, oh, you're my master, but just a honest, Buddhist guy. I don't know the title. I really don't. Me, the player, does not know the title. Buddhist guy. It's good to see you. Kasaya. Excuse me, I said that completely wrong. Kasaya. It is good to be seeing you. I was just complimenting. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. To the cat person.
The cat person? I didn't give them a name.
Bobby, I was just talking to Bobella here about how wonderful her entire this entire temple is. The fact that you've been able to maintain this in such a hostile and unfriendly world. And this part is really important to me. Like, I'm finally reaching where I'm going with all this. So the fact that you've been able to maintain this level of peace in such a hostile and unfriendly world is astonishing to me. I'm truly impressed with what you've built here. And I want to read like everything about his reaction to that, his face, how he says whatever he says. Like, I've got the scanner turned on.
Okay.
I pull out my tricorder and shove it in his face for this upcoming thing.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, come on. It's not a gun, don't worry. No, it's not a gun. No, okay, fine. Then I pull out a gun and shoot him. This is a gun.
This is a gun, yeah.
It has not been easy to ensure peace over the years, but we've managed.
I shoot him. I don't have a gun. I can't actually shoot him.
You have no information for me. You must die.
Oh, I do have a gun. Guys, I have a gun.
Yeah, Oh, I'm familiar with that.
Hold on. So I'll give you this. As he's saying, it has not been easy to maintain peace.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying it with, you can tell he's holding back. Basically, if you didn't know better, you would almost say that he was disgusted by not being able to enforce peace.
Okay. No, that's great. Thank you. So I'm going to lean forward and both reverentially and circumspectly be like, we up here, and I've been staying in Bobville for the last several years, and we haven't been exactly having a good spot of peace ourselves. I really don't know how you managed it down here, but I haven't seen like one person mugged on the streets. I myself haven't been attacked. Like, I came in injured. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. The cat hunter.
The hunt mistress?
Mistress?
Yes. Bobarina. She helped us when we came in. Oh, no. She helped me. Let's go singular. When we came in. And
Jackie.
Jackie. Thank you. Jackie. I'm going to go ahead and stutter for a second, even though in character I should know her name perfectly well, and then be like, Jackie. That was her name. Jackie. Wonderful lady. Wonderful lady. She helped me out, and no problems, no issues. I mean, I obviously had to offer some kind of payment, but that was it. No haggling, no attempting to rob me of my worldly goods or my life. It's so, and I'm going to hesitate for a moment, and I'm going to inject a little bit of truth into this, because I'm from the freaking Yakuza, where killing is basically a daily thing, right? And a little bit of truth into this statement. I'm not sure how to deal with a place this peaceful. And then, as he's probably processing that, I'm going to quickly, not that I want to interrupt it, of course. Far from it. What was the title again? Kasaya. Far from it, Kasaya. I have no intention. Please don't take it that way.
So one of the cat people that you're sitting next to will turn to the bald gentleman.
Okay.
Abbott, Jackie did mention that she met with some outsiders earlier today, and while strange, were... And he turns and looks at you when he says this. While strange, we're friendly.
I'm just going to give like a guilty as charged shrug, you know?
Yeah.
The bald gentleman will turn to you, and all are welcome as you abide by, what would the Buddhist commandments be?
Oh,
The Buddhisms.
Sure, yeah. as
no
you...
offense to any Buddhist people out there, I just don't know.
I don't either. But I'm basically just using that as terminology. As you abide by the Buddhist commandments, all are welcome.
Of course, absolutely. Now, what I want to do is kick up my interrogation of this guy one more notch.
Okay.
But the problem is I'm really tired and I don't know how to. Help me out.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I want to know how they're maintaining the peace. That little nugget of information, I have. Okay. That's a beacon to me. And there's to me, I'm seeing some kind of power struggle, if I'm just being completely honest. And I wanted to find, I want to crack that open and figure out what's going on the other side of that wall.
Give me a connect roll.
Okay, I can do that. Int or Ka?
Charisma.
Okay. 9.
Okay. So I'm not going to go through a whole dialogue. I'm basically just going to tell you they maintain peace by being farmers who are willing to trade food in order to maintain peace. Because if they don't farm, no one will grow food and everyone will starve.
Interesting. So we have found, what's that frickin' planet in KOTOR? Manan.
I was going to say, found Manan. The fish planet?
Yeah. We found the Kolto factory planet. That is very interesting. Can I, if I may, can I get one more piece of information with my 9?
Depending on what you're asking for.
I want to know what his, based on how he conveys this information, if you will, I want to know how he feels about this. Is he cool with this? Or is he not cool with this, basically? Is this his side of the equation or not?
He feels that the village is being taken advantage of.
Okay.
He feels that were the village to stand up for itself, they could be more prosperous.
Perfect. I've got it. So after this conversation, I'm gonna give him another respectful bow, whatever the hand is you're supposed to do. And I actually do this in real life. You've seen me do this, Cleo. Yeah. So, nice, respectful. Thank you very much for your time, Kasaya. It's good to know that at least one of your number knows how to fend for herself if things come to it. Because I know that I personally would feel a little bit safer if you were a little more in charge of your own affairs. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, sir. And then before he can properly react, I'm going to get up and leave.
Okay.
Because I just want to leave that. My intention, because again, I'm tired, so maybe I'm screwing it up. My intention is leave that nugget that I got, I'm on your side of the political field if you want to reach out to me in the future, buddy.
Okay.
I agree, right?
Sure. Okay.
I've played politics. I'm in the Yakuza again. I've just got in my field. So.
Cool. All right. And where are you going when you leave?
That's a good point. I'm going to leave. and then immediately turn left and stand there because I told Hank to meet me at the temple, so I'm stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he doesn't take too long. I'm going to pull out my Hearthstone. The cards, not the device.
So what you're actually doing is just sharpening a blade.
Yes.
Hearthstone.
Someone goes by, hi. You want to come over here and look at my very sharp blade? Where are you going?
Suddenly picturing that scene from Conan.
Oh, God. Actually, you know what? If I may, I do have a hunting knife, and I do have a robotic arm. Can I make that deadlier in any way?
Like, attach the knife to the arm?
No. I mean, like, sharpen
maybe?
the edge that I hit people with.
Of the arm.
Yeah.
Of course, not the knife.
No. Why would I sharpen the knife? That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no. Not.
I'm doing it anyways, just because I want people to be like, hi. And I'm gonna be totally friendly. I want to stress that. My demeanor is Ned Flanders right now.
Oh, God.
Oakley dokley, hey, burrito.
Flanders, what is best in life?
Okay,
anyways,
so Hank, you retrieve the meat pies.
All right. Then.
Are you doing anything?
Basically, the thought process was go greet the baker, pick up said pies, and bid him good day, and amble on back to the temple.
Okay. So it is 10:15. Do you want to call it here?
Let's powwow first.
Okay.
Assuming you're heading to me, Hank.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
plan. Well, heading to the temple by way of meeting up with you, since I'm not privy to the interlude that you had.
Yeah. So, can I feel safe to just fast forward just to that moment?
Yep.
Or okay. So I see you. I immediately put away the robot arm. I put away what's left of the knife. Like, so, those smell lovely. Here, try one of these chips. I saved a few for you.
Okay. So I hand you one of the pies.
I'm going to save this for just a moment. I don't want to dig into it right now. I don't even have a fork and spoon. I'm going to put that away for a second.
Are we calling it just like vine snake meat pie?
That's a good question. Yeah. What do we call this, Guido?
Yeah, basically.
Vine. Oh, I just realized I had a equipment thing up here.
It just sounds gross.
Vine snake meat pie, which smells good. There we go. It's very important.
Okay.
So I take the pie. I hand you some chips. It's up to you if you like them or not. They taste like spicy, and so before I go into anything, I am going to go ahead and ask you what you got, basically.
So I in my travels northward, I went straight north from the church before heading west to the baker. I ended up passing a logging area. Didn't look like it was active, but storing logs. There was a rather substantially large forge. Didn't see too much of what was being forged, but it looked like you could really handle some serious metal smithing.
Interesting.
There was a courtyard area with what appeared to be refined rocks for but more for just like a style of paving.
Oh, okay.
As a standing point, and there was a platform. Not really sure what the platform was used for, but it could be anything from performances to news of the day to public execution to who knows.
Town crier.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye.
Or selling products like food, commodities, or people. Who knows?
Yar.
And
Oh God, Guido, have we seen any slaves? Anybody who's obviously a slave around here?
You have not.
Thank God, because I would have to kill all these people
Yeah.
if we did.
everyone has to die now. That's unfortunate for them.
Oh well, get my sharpened.
It was a good
robot
run.
arm
Let's
out.
do this.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I interrupted with that. Do you have anything else?
I passed the town hall.
So we know where that is now.
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm gonna hesitate for a moment, and I'm gonna pause. Like after you finish, like clearly you're waiting for me to also tell you, and I'm just gonna hesitate for a second. And I'm actually doing this on purpose because I want you to understand that I'm about to tell you something big.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like, but my character thinks in manipulative terms. So rather than saying prep yourself, I'm just kind of like, what Yoda do you think it is?
The same year it was when we were put on the ship.
Which would be?
That was 2665.
Now, hold on. I do have to interject here.
Okay.
Hank, you do know that time has passed because you remember the trees that were outside?
Right. So I would tentatively throw that at 2675.
Okay.
Or a little bit more.
10 years.
About 10 years of growth.
So yeah, I'm actually going to nod
growth.
when you say that. That's exactly what I was thinking too. I had a chat with the locals about the year. It's the year that Guido will eventually figure out the exact year of.
28 and some change.
No.
Oh no, 32 and some change.
Oh, significantly more than that.
Yeah. No, this is like 600 years in the future, basically.
32 and some
500
time
plus.
travel. Got it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna, like, all pretense is gone from my face here, as I'm just like, I'm ready to. If you're gonna throw up, whatever you got to do to deal with this, I'm right here. I'm just waiting.
All right, so that's probably going to be survive a Constitution check to see if
that's what I was doing.
Freak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think I did survival wisdom to oh no, that was to withstand the freaking, to not let other people see I was freaking out. I freaked out. that was just a given.
Mm-hmm.
Finding out that it's 600 years later is kind of a
yeah. What's the equivalent of a coolness check?
Yeah,
that's a good question. That's a very good question. I actually thought of that too earlier
because I'm used to Warhammer.
Technically, I guess it would be perform.
Ugh. Note to self: raise perform.
Put on a convincing or emotionally moving performance. In
fact, actually, you know what? I'm going to raise perform right now. Let me look that up because I have points just sitting there.
It's true.
I was going to save them, but perform just keeps coming up. Suddenly, I'm better at performing.
What are the saves? It should be.
Saves are physical, mental, evasion, and luck, which doesn't exist.
Yeah. So it'd be a mental save.
Yeah, it'd be a mental save.
Okay. Oh, negative.
Yep. Okay. You are in shock.
Okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure I could recognize that, right?
Real quick, I'm going to follow that up with a physical save.
Okay. So you make that.
So you don't throw up.
I don't hurl everywhere.
Now, Guido, may I presume that I can roll lead, kind of like I already have with Hank, to try and help him through this, basically?
Yeah. That makes sense. I like that.
So I got an 8.
Okay.
And I'm not going to role play it, but I'm just like, yeah.
Dude,
we're screwed. We are so screwed. We are screwed.
Dude,
it's all over.
Dude.
We're not going to...
Dude.
Well, I guess you make some good points.
Sorry.
It's been years since I've seen that movie.
I'm sorry. I had to go for that. But yeah, no, I'm just like, no, I understand. We were a little off. I like to think, you know what? Can I roll for third with my stats here?
For what?
So third gets a 1
Wow.
on his mental save.
He faints.
So third just he doesn't even get a physical save. He is unconscious on the ground. Guido, please remember next session, third is unconscious on the ground.
We'll explain why later.
Yes. But no, I'm just like we're still here. We do have each other for whatever that is worth. We've got each other. I've got your back, dude. And I say that with absolute sincerity. I have got your back. We're going to make this work. I have no idea how, but we are.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah. But there's new. I mean, we can see there's new.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what to do with the new.
Okay. Yeah. We'll try and make that. We'll try and make that work. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually be polite and nice and give him a few more minutes to just kind of reconcile that before I dump more info on it, because I do have more.
But wait, there's more.
And if you
You
order
too
now,
can have. Yeah. I actually have been keeping another chip, just the one, and I offer you the other chip at this point.
I'll go ahead and take that.
it's your consolation prize.
Kind of
It is
stare at
the
it for a
consolation
moment.
prize. Congratulations! It's 6 centuries in the future. Have a Dorito.
Oh god, they're still fresh though.
They are. It's weird. I got a freaking hush puppy, or not a hush puppy.
I could go for that.
Although that would be funny too.
Yeah.
No. So I'm going to share a couple of the bits of information. I want to make sure you know about the poison coming from the ship. I think that's important.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you that I think there is some kind of political struggle going on in the town. I'm going to explain how they've been trading as like a neutral, Manon fish planet thing in order to maintain it. And there are people here who are not happy with that. And I'm thinking that if we're going to stick around here at all, which might not be a bad idea since it's a little later than I thought it was. So maybe we should stay somewhere familiar for a little bit.
Get our bearings.
Get our bearings, exactly. We probably are going to want to pick a side on that one.
Okay.
I'm not saying which side we should pick. I think we should discuss this when Third's here.
Sure.
When he wakes up.
Right.
When the doctor there, Wilhelm, wakes up. But I think we should discuss that going forward. Any thoughts?
My character's like going to lean towards, rooting for the underdog. Basically, all of us are in trouble because of going against the magistrate. So, I'll probably continue on that same line of thinking. So, anything that sticks it to the man, I'll be for that, but I'll still need to like collect my thought process. Like, okay, I don't even know who the man is anymore. Does the man still exist?
What does there a concept of the man?
Yeah.
Is it the frog now? Is that what we call it?
The frog. Damn the frog.
I'm gonna stick. Damn the frog. Yeah, no, I totally get it. And then I'm going to recommend that we get an inn for the night and basically chill.
Okay.
And by get an inn, I mean get a room in the inn.
Right.
We don't need to take the whole inn with us.
Yeah. A portable inn.
Okay.
Got it. I'm on it.
There we go.
It's that flat space technology I've been hearing so much about.
Oh, it's awesome. And then as you start walking away, and I'm kneeling down to literally pick up Dr. Reddy, I'm just going to carry him. I pause for a second, turn over, and just like without losing expression, I just throw up on the spot.
All right, good to go.
All right, I'm good.